Morning everyone, Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be working on the NautiBus. Ever since I got this bus, everyone has asked me, Eric, where's Diana going to sit? Where's she going to sit? There's no passenger seat in a school bus, there's a driver's seat. Yeah, we're going to take care of that today, guys. I did get some new decals. I've got them on the window up front too. Bus climate controlled 24/7, simple. If you see a cat in the windshield, you know we're taking care of them. We got the mini splits running or the heat running to keep them good. Today I am going to be editing this video on my newly arrived MacBook Pro. So I'm still filming on my iPhone because it's really the only camera that I have that works and it's good. I did get a magnetic mount. I don't know if you can see it in the reflection. It's like it folds out into a tripod if you want. Also a magnetic mount for filming. So yeah. I feel like I'm starting to finally get back into the groove, guys. It's been a rough couple of months, but we're gonna get back on track. And Diana's honeydew list in here is growing. So I ordered something and we are gonna do a monster project today in the NautiBus. Come on with me, guys.
We're gonna turn this empty space right here into this. So there's the seat that I got on Amazon for 118 bucks. It came in a box with two pieces and I put it together. It is black leather-ish, similar to the driver's seat, although it does not have the high back. I really wanted to get a small form factor, but still something that's very comfortable for long trips. So it's got a lot of padding, but it's also narrow. And there's a couple different ways we could do this. I could put it directly on the floor where Gizmo's at, but I have a feeling, and this is something I just brought to Diana's attention right before I started building. What if this is like this is an air ride seat, right? It's got a lot of cat fur on it right now, but that's the level I like. So I usually don't mess with it a whole lot unless it's a really bumpy road. I may up a little bit so I get a little more bounce and don't bottom out. So what if, let me step down a couple steps here. What if I keep that level and build this seat at the same level so that we're both sitting with the same eye level? Although her head's going to be up a little higher like this, the seats themselves, I could build an enclosure here and then possibly after I frame it in, if there's room, even build a console cup holder on this side for the arm to rest. It'd actually be this arm over here to rest, and then have a cup holder built in to a little console that maybe you could open or hinge or something and put cell phones or stuff down there. So the first step I need to do is decide where I want the frame to be built here for that to go to that is almost the same height as the driver's chair. This stud and this stud match up with the rails of the seat so that I can lag bolt the seat into these middle rails that are going to support on the 2x4s. That's what these middle ones are for. Hi guys. You guys inspecting my work? Love. Yeah. Be the armrest, cup holder, and cubby. That, and then I'll figure out the armrest top. Okay, final touch here. The armrest top, little notch right there. It's going to come over the edge a little bit right there and a little bit right there. I'm still debating how we're going to do this. I originally thought I would hinge it there and go like this, but that creates a problem at the notch area. You know, I'd have to really overextend the notch to be able to pull that part off. So then I thought about notching it back there, which would look something like this. Yes, you would hit some of the keys, but you could still easily put stuff in there. There's a lot of storage for Diana in the side pocket. And I could run a DC wire through the back because we already have DC back here. And then she could have a phone charger right here as well, which would be great. So I think I'm going to hinge it back there, actually. I mean, it'd be cool if we didn't have to hinge it, but I mean, I don't want just to sit there and move. I thought about putting some blocks underneath to like keep it from shifting, but I think the best way to do it is to hinge it to that wall. Again, it's going to go like this. You hear the sirens and helicopters outside. So yeah, I'm going to go get hinges and the lag bolts for the seat and for the seat belt, and then while I'm gone, I'm going to let Diana paint all of this. We're going to keep this open for now for our shoes, sandals, boots, umbrellas, stuff like that. And we have leftover sand paint right there. We're going to paint it. Yeah, I'm going to let her paint it, and I'm going to get on the Harley and go get the last tools we need.
But I can't put
yeah, you're right.
Like if I want to put like my snacks in there, it'll be like.
Well, I was originally going to hinge it to the wall, but then this notch all this would have to be gone in order to clear that metal part of the door. Put your arm on it again. Let me see. I mean, yeah, that is a good rest. What if I get inside hinges here instead, and it opens all the way up like that?
Oh yeah, and I can
yeah,
put
you
more
might have
stuff
to
in here.
stand up to.
No, I can reach.
Well, you're pushing this down.
Oh.
It's actually going to be up here.
So let's just say it's here.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can reach.
You can. Okay.
Yeah, I can put stuff in there, like my crafts and stuff.
And I could just put 2 hinges on the inside, and then this opens and closes. And I can still put the cup holders right there, because that won't be in the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right, you paint. I'm going to hop on the Harley and go get some stuff.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I think I got the bolts and the hinges that I need to finish it. Let's see how Diana's doing in here. Whoa, you already got the primer and the coat.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Do we have the top outside? Do you want me to bring that in?
Oh yes, it's on the side of the barrel. I think I put it there. Can you bring it to me?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much dry. Yeah, we'll let this coat dry, and it's going to match the cabinets and the upper cabinets up there. I think it's going to work out real nice. Excited about your seat?
Yes.
All right. We were smart and moved the cats out because they were going to be all over this anyway. The paint's dry enough. It's tacky in some spots, but it's dry enough to at least hinge this. And then I'm going to jigsaw out a hole for, where is it? An RV cup holder to plop down, and then we can pull that out and clean it. It'll pretty much be flush, so when there isn't a drink there, your resting arm will still be pretty much flush with that. So hinge, cup holder, and then I got to hit the studs, which I have marked here where the rail studs are for the seat. And we'll get that lag bolted in, and then we'll get the seat belt installed, and we'll be in business. Had to change up our idea a little bit because these hinges are opposite. So they're on the outside, but it's still gonna basically work. Ah, yeah. Actually, now it opens even more.
It does.
Because of that design.
I like that.
The cup is almost, I mean, it goes in there, so it's not quite this diameter, but it's really close. So as long as I just cut with the jigsaw outside this, we're going to be okay. Actually a universal tractor seat. What I can do is I can slide it forward on these rails, which you could bolt in, but I have 2x4s underneath, so I'm going to drill my pilot holes directly into the 2x4, and then I'm going to use these lag bolts, which are thicker than the thread on that, and then those are going to go into the track. And then once I get a couple put in here, I'll be able to slide the whole chair off and get the front of the rack, and then we'll slide it back on so that I know my holes will line up with the studs there. Okay, it's already grabbing solid 2x4 underneath. I just hope that these don't stick up too far to get that railing in. I'm gonna find out right away. I'll get these back two in, and then we'll slide it. Now I'm doing the fronts after getting the chair slid off. So these should stay in the same position to put the chair back on. Alright, rails are tight. Flick them, those ain't going anywhere. Now to see if we're gonna get lucky here. Yep, and it locks in. Yeah! Alright, Diana's testing it out. I already sat this way also, so her feet reach the edge right here with knees bent. I mean, it's not ideal, but we had talked about later possibly putting in some sort of a flip-out kickstand for the feet down below that we could keep, you know, in the upright position while we're not sitting there, and then while we're driving, that way she doesn't have to ride like that. Kind of like we did with the litter box here with the hinges and the feet. Once it drops down, the hinges go to the floor and support it like that. So, I mean, we may just ride with it like this at first and see how it works.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's not like we're going long distances right away. So, next step, I need to install the 3-way seat belt. So you're safe. Safety first, because we're in California, Diana. Alright, so the 3-piece kit comes with everything you need. Just trying to decide where to put it because we don't want it, like, hitting the plastic here. So I think if it's free down here and has a little bit of room to swing, you'll be able to buckle it without part of the seat being in the way. So I think I'm shooting for right about there. That's where she's gonna go. These are actually bigger lag bolts now, and I use the same bit, so these ones are actually grabbing a lot harder with the thread. I should have probably gotten a bigger drill bit, but we're gonna make this work. Oh yeah, flick it, I ain't going anywhere. All right, seat belt is attached. Diana, will you demonstrate? Safety first. Look at this. A 3-point with a lap and a shoulder restraint. And legit. I might have to tangle it. Looks like I got it. Oh, no, that's good. Oh, there we go. Hey.
I feel very safe now.
Do you? And you got your beer holder over, your drink holder over there.
My tea. My tea.
All right. Well, we'll try this, and then on the road, if we gotta add something down there later, we can add a little kickstand or something like that later.
This is fine because I like to put my legs up like this.
Yeah, and you're going to be getting up and going to watch TV. I mean, this is an RV. You can go to bed if you want in an RV. You can do whatever you want behind the driver's area here. So.
This is great. Thank you, honey.
Yeah, that was a big project we did. Good work. I'm glad that worked out really well. So, yeah, if you're doing a Skoolie build, consider a tractor seat. It worked. It worked just fine. All right, I wanted to sit here in my creation since, I made it for somebody else. You got to try it out yourself. It's actually not that bad. I really could do some long trips like this. I've got my feet right here like this. Knees are bent. I'm fine. I could even put one down comfortably like this and one up. But, maybe we want to build something that pops out right here so your feet are up here and not, dangling right here. I don't know. It's going to work. It's going to get us on the road. So there are now just 11 things on my list of bus repairs to make. And getting antsy. I feel like I want to go on another trip. Not a motel trip. I'm not afraid of flying. But strangely, I'm now forever going to be uncomfortable staying in a room where you think you have security. And the same people who print the security cards can enter whenever they want and take whatever they want. So until I figure out a way to combat that, and I'm actually probably not going to tell you guys what's going on behind the scenes because some of my plans are like hidden cameras, maybe one of my cellular 360 cameras in the rooms that uploads to the cloud. So even when they do, just walk in and go, oh, let me grab that. Well, I already got your face. I know it was you. You walked in and it's uploaded to the cloud. So you can go ahead and throw the camera away and take the SD card, but you're still on the cloud. So, yeah. I also upgraded my cloud storage on my new-to-me MacBook. So, I'm going to take the microphone with me so that I have more cloud storage. That wasn't really the issue this time, though, because the videos that I had uploaded, 3 of them were I just was late getting them uploaded because I was ahead on videos. They were on the desktop with thumbnails and titles ready to go. I just didn't upload them to YouTube like my last 2. And I was working on one Bike Week video. So anyways, I'll keep getting projects done here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to show you the other stuff going on in the bus that I did that I lost. So we'll figure that out later. But like I said, we're getting there, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.